Divorce is not the end. What happens after the court says it's over? Hello, welcome back to Legal Tips with Arret, where we demystify legal issues in Nigeria and help you stay informed. Today we are unpacking a common misconception that once you are divorced, you don't owe your ex anything anymore. It may seem convenient, doesn't it? However, when we take a closer look at the reality of divorce, it becomes evident that it does not always signify the closure of your legal obligations. In fact, even after the dissolution of a marriage, individuals may find themselves still bound by various responsibilities that require careful attention. In many communities in Nigeria, when a man and a woman divorce, it often creates feelings of separation and loneliness for those involved. This mindset can be described by the saying, everyone stays in their own corner, meaning people tend to withdraw and avoid social connections. This way of thinking affects not just the couple, but also their friends and family who might choose sides or deal with difficult emotions caused by the divorce. The belief is the marriage is over, so are all obligations. The husband owes the wife nothing. If the wife gets the children, she's on her own. But the law has rules that must be followed, especially when it comes to children or people who rely on others for money. These rules are not just for appearances. They are very important for the safety and health of those who need help. When children are involved, the law requires continued support and protection to keep them safe and help them grow. Likewise, if someone depends on another for financial help, the law says that certain responsibilities must be made to protect their needs and stability. These legal rules are meant to ensure fairness and provide necessary help to those who really need it. What the law says. Under the Matrimonial Causes Act, once a marriage is dissolved by the High Court, the judge can issue orders about child custody, child support, maintenance, that's spousal support, and property distribution. Now let's break this down one by one. Child support is not optional. No. Divorce doesn't free you from taking care of your children. It changes how you relate to them. Even if you are no longer married, you still have the responsibility to support your children. Often, if one parent gets custody, usually the mother, the other parent, usually the father, is required to help financially. This money is important because it helps meet the children's need and keeps them living and keep their living situation stable, even with the family changes. So you still have to focus on your children's well-being, no matter what happens during the divorce. Child support includes things like their school fees, housing, feeding, healthcare, and clothing. The amount of financial help needed can change a lot and mainly depends on how much money the non-custodial parent makes and the ability to pay. This difference looks at not just the parent's total income, but also their own financial situation. And yes, this support is not merely a suggestion. It holds legal weight and is enforceable under the law. Should you fail to meet your payment obligation, the court possesses the authority to take appropriate actions against you to ensure compliance. This can include garnishing wages, seizing assets, or imposing other legal consequences to guarantee that the support is provided as mandated by the court. Maintenance for ex-spouses. Spousal maintenance, commonly known as alimony. This is about how one partner might need to give financial help to their separated spouse after a divorce. Spousal maintenance is meant to help both individuals to continue living at a level similar to what they had during their marriage, recognizing the contributions each person made, whether it was money or other support. Now, let's briefly discuss the different types, who qualifies, and what factors court think about when deciding how long and how much support to provide. Number one, temporary and alimony. This type of support is awarded during the divorce process. Its purpose is to maintain the financial status quo until the divorce is finalized, ensuring that both parties can cover their basic living expenses. Number two, rehabilitation alimony. This form of alimony is intended to support a spouse in becoming self-sufficient. Often granted for a limited period, rehabilitation alimony allows the receiving spouse time to gain necessary education or skills to re-enter the workforce. Number three, permanent alimony. Unlike its name suggests, permanent alimony is not necessarily for life, but rather it is awarded based on the long-term financial needs of the receiving spouse. This type is more common in marriages that lasted a significant number of years, particularly where one spouse has been the primary caretaker of the family, potentially limiting their career opportunities. Number four, lump sum alimony. Instead of recurring payments, lump sum alimony is a one-time payment that settles the financial obligations between spouses. This may be preferred when both parties wish to avoid ongoing financial ties or if the payer prefers to fulfill the obligation in a single transaction. Number five, reimbursement alimony. This lesser-known type of alimony compensates a spouse for contributions made during the marriage that enabled the other spouse to achieve financial success. It recognizes sacrifices such as funding and education that directly benefited the other party. Who qualifies for alimony? Number one, length of the marriage. The length of the marriage can influence the decisions. Usually, longer marriages result in bigger alimony payment because the couple may have built up shared money and financial habits together over the years. The longer the marriage, the more likely you qualify. Number two, the financial needs of the spouse asking for support. Courts usually look at how much money each person makes, their job situation, and their overall finances to see if the asking spouse needs help to keep similar lifestyle after the divorce. This evaluation may also consider things like education, health issues, and any sacrifices made during the marriage that might impact how much money they can earn. Number three, the ability of the paying spouse. This entails an evaluation of the payer's financial resources, income level, and overall financial commitments that could impact their capacity to provide support. Number four, the contributions each spouse made to the marriage, both financially and non-financially, such as homemaking or child-rearing responsibilities. Courts recognize that these contributions greatly impact the earning potentials of both partners. Number five, lastly, each judge may have his own rules about alimony that determine who can get it and the reasons for it. So it's important for people dealing with this subject to get the right legal advice to fully understand their rights and responsibilities. As a general rule, spousal support is not indefinite but temporary to make you comfortable till you get a job or get training to get a job or to get back on your feet. It is also not automatic. You must apply for it during the divorce proceedings and prove the need. Property settlement. During a divorce, the court can divide matrimonial property, especially if both spouses contributed to acquiring it, whether in cash, labor, or care. This means jointly owned house, businesses, land, cars, etc. The law looks at who contributed what, not just whose name is on the document. Post-divorce court orders. Here is what many people don't realize. Divorce orders from the court must be obeyed. If the court says, pay 50,000 naira monthly for child support, you must pay. Contribute 60% of school fees, you must comply. Leave a house for your ex and kids, you have no choice. Failure to comply can lead to contempt of court, wage garnishment, seizure of assets, and even jail time. So no, divorce doesn't mean your obligations end. It just changes the nature of your responsibilities. What you should do. So what should you do if you are going through or finalizing a divorce? Number one, hiring a qualified lawyer is very important. Trying to handle legal issues by yourself can cause major problems. The law is complicated, and not having proper help can lead to serious consequences. So instead of taking risk, hire a professional who knows how legal processes work. Don't gamble with your future. Find a knowledgeable lawyer to help you through it all. Number two, ask for court orders, especially around custody and support. Number three, document everything: your income, your children's needs, your contributions to assets. And number four, don't ignore your responsibilities if there are kids involved. Number five, update your will and document after divorce. Divorce may end the emotional and romantic ties, but legal responsibilities will continue, especially when children or finances are involved. So know your rights, know your duties. Don't let me mislead you, because ignorance of the law is no excuse. Hope this made sense. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and drop your questions in the comment section. Until our next video, be informed and remain blessed.